Hey everyone, I'm going to be doing my episode 11 of my character talks, and this one is on Captain Cold. So let me get my encyclopedia. Alright, so this one is going to be on Captain Cold. Open up the page. And this may be a short video because there's not a lot of information on Captain Cold, but I will read what I can, of course. So, alright, here we go. Captain Cold, first appearance, showcase number 8, May 1957, real name Leonard Snart, status villain, professional criminal, his occupation, his base is Central City, Keystone City. He has abilities that allow him to create ice slicks, shattering metal, or entombing victims in suspended animation in blocks of ice. He also has snow goggles that minimize the flashes given off by Captain Cold's guns. So he has the goggles to minimize the flashes from his guns. And basically, Captain Cold's origin, it's a pretty sad one, actually. So, raised by an abusive father, Leonard Snart found rare solace in the company of his grandfather who drove an ice truck. Snart is one of the more sympathetic villains in the Flash's rogues gallery, able to chat over a coffee while plotting to break into the Keystone City Bank over the weekend. He began his crime career shortly after Barry Allen's debut as the Flash, developing an experimental handgun to interfere with the Flash's super speed. He accidentally irradiated his weapon and wound up with a tool that could freeze the moisture in the air. He donned a parka and goggles and declared himself Captain Cold, and he committed a string of non-lethal crimes throughout Central and Keystone City. But his main pleasure lies in matching wits with the Flash. After Barry Allen's death during the crisis, a disheartened Snart left crime to become a licensed bounty hunter with his sister Lisa, the Golden Glider. Captain Cold lost his eternal soul to the demonic Neuron, but the third Flash, Wally West, brought him back to the land of the living. He soon returned to crime, this time as a member of Wally's Rogues Gallery. Captain Cold recently killed the villain Chilblain in revenge for the death of his sister Lisa. He also helped an amnesiac Wally West defeat Mr. Element. Yet Snart remains an unrepentant crook who hates being mistaken for Mr. Freeze. So, that's interesting. Wonder if that means we'll get a Mr. Freeze skin form or not. We'll find out. And I'll speak about his part, as I do with all the character talks, at the end of this video. So, running on the wiki, see what we can find about Captain Cold. Alright, so let's see. We'll go over all his abilities as well again, and say who he's created by and all that stuff. So, Captain Cold, Leonard Snart, is a fictional character appearing in American comic books published by DC Comics. He's the leader of the Rogues, a loose criminal association, and he has also served as a bitter enemy to the Silver Age Flash, Barry Allen, both enemy and grudging friend to the third Flash, Wally West, and one of the killers of the fourth Flash, Bart Allen. So he killed one of the Flashes. And Captain Cold first appeared in Showcase number 8 in 1957. He was created by John Broome and Carmine Infantino. His alter ego, Leonard Snart. Species human, place of origin New Earth. Team affiliations include Injustice League, Legends of Tomorrow, which he's on the TV show. Season 1, he's the main character. The Rogues, Secret Society of Supervillains, Suicide Squad, and Justice League. His notable aliases include the Man Who Mastered Absolute Zero and Leonard Winters and Blue Iceman. Leonard Winters is actually the version of Captain Cold that first appeared. He appeared in the original Flash series in the 1990s, and that was his name. And he wore a trench coat. And his abilities include Master Tactician and Strategist extensive knowledge of cryonics, possesses a cold gun that allows him to freeze objects to absolute zero temperatures. So, again, he was created by John Broome and Carmine Infantino. I went over his origin, basically. So we're not going to skip this part because it's very long. And it basically just says the same thing. So, alright, we're going to discuss the little part with Bart Allen. And this is in the 2006 One Year Later storyline. He and several other rogues are approached by Inertia with a plan to kill the Flash, then Bart Allen. Though Inertia was defeated, Captain Cold, Weather Wizard, Heatwave, Mirror Master, and Abracadabra killed Bart with the combined barrage of their elemental weapons. He, Heatwave, and Weather Wizard seemed to express guilt, and however, after they learned the identity of the Flash and how young he was, they felt bad. So that's kind of sad. Okay. Oh, this is interesting. In Blackest Night, in the 2009-2010 Blackest Night storyline, the rogues realize that the bodies of various dead rogues are missing and prepare to fight them. Captain Cold knows that his sister, the Golden Glider, is among the reanimated Black Lanterns, but is still ready to lead the rogues against the zombies. And he is confronted by the Black Lantern Glider, who attempts to use his feelings of love for her against him. He manages to suppress these feelings long enough to fight back, freezing her with a block of ice. He subsequently kills Owen Mercer by throwing him into a pit with his Black Lantern father. When he learns that Owen has been feeding people to his father in the belief that consuming flesh will restore him to life, informing Owen that rogues do not kill women and children. That is, I did not know that either. I learned something new by doing this. So that's cool. That's very disturbing though. So, okay. In the timeline of the 2011 company-wide reboot of all its superhero titles, the New 52 Captain Cold is reintroduced as a younger man than in the previous timeline, and his origin remains the same. However, his sister Lisa has not been the Golden Glider, and she's instead dying of cancer. So, that is a change, sort of, in his origin. So she's not the Golden Glider in this one. It's interesting. And again, we're not going to read that whole entire section because that's a lot. And I don't want this video to be super long. So we're going to go into his abilities and then some other things. If I can find anything. And his powers and abilities. Like the majority of the Flash's rogues, Snart had no innate superhuman powers, so he doesn't actually have superhuman powers. He relies on his cold guns and instincts. He's a very tactical thinker. And over the years, he had modified his weapons to allow a variety of effects, such as a cold beam that freezes anything it hits instantly, creating a cold field where people and objects literally stop in their tracks. He uses this ability to slow down the Flash's movements, bathing his opponent in a wide beam of ice designed to freeze the skin of the target so they stay conscious and do not go numb to the pain. He used this to kill Chillblaine, who murdered Cold's sister, to make him suffer as much as possible. He creates a slippery field of ice which can slow down the Flash. He can form sharp stalagmites on the ground to impale his enemies, used to kill Chillblaine after freezing the outer layer of his skin so he could inflict as much pain as possible. And he also has Ice Grenade, which was stated to turn the place into an iceberg, used to freeze everything in a large radius in the whole of Iron Heights during the events of Blackest Night. And he can create mirages out of extreme cold like heat. Fellow ice-based villain Mr. Freeze has noted that Captain Cold is the only cold-themed villain in the DC universe to have mastered Absolute Zero with his weapons. In the New 52 universe, Captain Cold initially had metahuman ice powers, including the power to slow down the Flash or objects traveling at high velocities via molecular deceleration caused by Absolute Zero, but these powers are later lost in the Forever Evil series when he is attacked by Deathstorm, the Earth-3 counterpart of Firestorm, with Cold reverting to using his classic ice gun. Despite his lack of professional expertise, Cold states that he spent so long analyzing the parts of his Cold gun that he's able to recreate it in just over half an hour using parts stolen from a standard electronics shop. He's even skilled enough to program it for a host of unique effects simulating some of his powers, like his cold field, which quickly cools the atmosphere to the point everything caught in it grinds to a halt, or an auto activation function which triggers his cold gun's freeze ray via localized password input. During the Rebirth storyline, Snart augmented his cold gun even further by combining it with the Speed Force powered technologies by the science criminal cell called Black Hole. So he appears in various DC animated shows in live action. He's called Leonard Winters in the original Flash series, and he is played by, Michael Champion, who is an albino hitman who uses a nuclear-powered freeze weapon to kill his victims, and was hired by Central City crime boss Jimmy Swain, played by Jeffrey Combs, to kill local mob bosses and later on the Flash. He eventually manages to defeat Captain Cold, though. Captain Cold also appears face unseen in the Smallville episode Prophecy as a part of a group assembled by Toyman and is assigned to kill Bart Impulse Allen. And he is portrayed by Wentworth Miller in the Arrowverse. So he appears in The Flash as a recurring villain, in Arrow, and in Legends of Tomorrow as a main character. His stolen Star Labs Cold Gun was created by Cisco Ramon. So it was made by Cisco in the Flash TV show. He appears in Challenge of the Super Friends, Justice League Unlimited, Batman the Brave and the Bold, Young Justice. He also appears in one of the Animal Man shorts on the DC Nation block, voiced by Kevin Michael Richardson. He appears in Lego DC Comics Batman Beleaguered, also voiced by Kevin Michael Richardson. Captain Cold will appear in the animated series Justice League Action. He also appears in the direct-to-video movie Justice League The New Frontier, voiced by James Arnold Taylor, and in Superman Batman Public Enemies. Excuse me. He appears in JLA Adventures Trapped in Time, voiced by Corey Burton, and some other things. Captain Cold will appear as a playable character in Injustice 2, voiced by C. Thomas Howell. In the story, Snart seeks his vengeance against the regime for murdering the rogues, including his sister, by joining the Society. So, his part in Injustice 2, he's part of the Society working for Grodd to get vengeance against the regime for murdering his sister. What do I think of Captain Cold? I'm very excited to try him out in Injustice 2. I like him as a character in general. He's pretty cool. That was not a pun either. But yeah, I really like him. He's a very interesting character. I like Wentworth Miller's portrayal of him on The Flash and Legends of Tomorrow. That's initially what made me like him, because I didn't really know about him before I got into the Flash. So, well, I learned some things after, of course. And so now I really like the Flash comics and stuff. So that was my episode on Captain Cold. Next episode is going to be an interesting one. It's going to be fun too. Because the next one, episode 12, is going to be about Scarecrow. It'll be fun. Because I don't know a lot about Scarecrow. I know mostly about him, but he's a very interesting character. I'm excited to try him out in Injustice 2 as well. So that will be my next episode, and it will either be up later tonight or tomorrow. Probably tomorrow, and I may do episode 13 as well. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave me a like and a comment if you enjoyed this. Also watch my Thor Ragnarok reaction and my Flash gameplay trailer reaction review. So I'll put those in the end of this video. And yeah. So thank you for watching.